guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I finally got back around to DIYing my Katara cosplay. This is just the first part of this DIY, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's just get started. I got this dress from my local Goodwill. It's a wrap dress, and I'm realizing now that I should have taken a before photo with it on so you could see it, how it fit more properly, but just for reference it looks like this. I also found these navy blue sweatpants that look just like the pants that Katara wears in the show. And I got this big white skirt to use for the white trim pieces that go around her dress as well. Right here, I'm just cutting the trim right off of the skirt itself, and I'm going to use that to make Katara's collar at the top of the dress. Now next, I tried to go ahead and attach the collar right onto the dress using this like fabric tack stuff. I don't know if something was wrong with the dress material, but it was not sticking, so I just went ahead and used hot glue. And if you're wondering vaguely, why are you trying to attach it with pieces, like types of glue? Why aren't you just sewing? I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to sew. So, moving on, I'm just attaching it with hot glue here all around the edges of the dress itself. So I just tried this on with the one side done, and it actually did not look that bad. I mean, that's not like a great thing. It doesn't look that bad, but it does not look horrible. So I'm gonna do the other side, and while I had it on, I actually marked where the two sides overlap, because it's like I said, it's like a wrap dress. So you see this? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little pencil marking that I did there. That's where they meet. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the white trim. The thing I did on the other side, do that white trim along here, because that's where I'm gonna put some Velcro here, so that when the two sides cross, they stick together like that. I also marked on the shoulders, because it's a long sleeve dress, I also marked where I'm gonna have to cut to do the sleeves on here. So that's fun. So, but first I'm gonna do the white trim. Here I'm just showing where I'm going to attach the Velcro, since the trim is all done here, where it's going to sit so it holds the dress together at that same spot. So it stays secured like that while it's on, so that's why. And now I'm just going to go ahead and attach the Velcro right on that spot that I marked earlier. So I actually had to try the dress back on to make sure, to see where the Velcro would line up with it. So I took the sticky back part off, but the sticky back part is so weak, that's why I'm using hot glue instead. So I'm gonna also get another piece, just to make sure it's enough Velcro on the back of this, and I'm just gonna attach that on as well. I'm so good at storing my materials. Look at this, it's amazing. I'm lining these up just to see how long it should be. I lined it up with the seam so it was like right length. So I'm going to hold on to these arm pieces because I might be using them for something for this later, but okay, so this was the first attempt at cutting the sleeves. It is a little shorter than I'd like it to be. I think of what I'm going to do is I want it to be like here-ish, so I'm gonna cut off a little bit of this excess and maybe cut it to like there. And then once it's there, I'll make a fake little hem so it doesn't look like I cut it with scissors. So that's what I think I'm gonna do now. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other arm. Look at how good that looks. Man, this is literally what I used to do all the time. Like when I first started cosplaying, like I would like cut stuff up and make a cosplay out of it. Like for example, like my Korra cosplay, like that, the little pelt that she wears around her waist, like that's a cardigan. The fur on it was from an old winter jacket. I cut the fur off that and I hot glued it to it. And then the little like blue thing, triangle thing that goes between like underneath that was one of my brother's old like athletic shirts that I cut into shape and like hot, like literally I used to do this all the time. Should go back to it, saves a lot of money. Fine. God, I feel like I screwed this up. Did I really? Why do I feel like I messed it up so bad? Oh yeah, I have to try it on really quick. Okay, sorry. I literally panic over everything. It looks fine. I don't know why I was freaking out so much. Okay, back to it. And doing what I said I'd do. And here I'm just doing the exact same thing we did on the first sleeve to the other one. Alright, the sleeves are done, and now I have to work on the piece that goes around her waist. Just that white little piece, and I'm gonna make that out of this here skirt. So basically all I'm doing now is cutting two long rectangles out of this skirt fabric, and I ended up having to double layer it because the fabric of the skirt was so thin you could see through it. But after I double layered it, it worked fine, and then I created like a fake hem on the end like I did with the sleeves, and that was basically it. So I did the two pieces for the waist. I needed to do two because so it'll wrap around all the way. I'm gonna go iron these out because they're a little wrinkled because of the texture of the skirt. So I'm gonna go iron these and I'm gonna attach them to each other and then add Velcro on the end. I might have to cut it just to make sure the size is right, and add a piece of Velcro at the end so that it wraps around all the way. So yeah. Here you can see I'm just attaching the two pieces to each other, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try the whole thing on and mark where the two sides meet so I can cut off all the excess. And here I'm just going ahead and cutting off all that excess and then adding the Velcro pieces on where the two sides meet, and that is it. Also, now that I'm looking back at this footage and after taking a couple of photos in this costume, I think I'm gonna make the waist piece a little less wide. So I think I'm gonna cut down on that and make it a little bit shorter. But I think it is good for a DIY build that I hot glued together. I think that's about it for the first part of this DIY. And for a cheap dress that I'm literally hot gluing into a cosplay, I think it's starting to look really good. So make sure you guys subscribe to see the second part of this DIY. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. What's like a water tribe pose? Nope, I don't know any.